Season is just about set to get underway. Head coach Oscar Hirschkorn starting your 19th year at Fresno Pacific. We were supposed to be underway already, but we've got some construction going on, obviously some weather. But I think the anticipation was palpable before all that stuff. How excited are you to just get going this year?
Oh, can't wait. Yes, every year's like that, but I'm especially excited because of all of the new, right? We've got the stadium going right now, which is that construction it's going. It's awesome to see movement on that, and then I'm really excited about this team.
Well, let's talk about it a little bit. Picked third in the Pac West. We got a couple of weeks before conference play. 2 returning guys preseason. All conference players, and then some returning conference guys as well from last year. So that's talking about Tommy Rover, Jordan Smith, Andrew Valdez, Chris Clement, and then a host of others. But that nucleus, what sort of advantage is that with that group and that continuity in terms of where you're starting from?
Oh, I obviously those guys are incredible baseball players, but more importantly, great for the team, great teammates, and great work ethic. So we have a lot of new guys to go with that good core returners, but they establish the work ethic, the standard, if you will. And yeah, those guys have been in some wars, and they understand this region, having played last year and done so well, and they understand our conference. So they're going to set a good example for us.
Well, talk about that example. Are there some guys who've emerged as part of your leadership group?
You know what? Oh man, that's a tough one because there are a lot of good leaders. Some returners, some new guys, and it's kind of an exciting blend. And excited about this team in terms of talent and depth. That's one of the things that has got me in such a positive frame of mind with this year's team. It's somewhat hard, difficult, challenging to get depth at a school like ours, and we have. And so we've got pitching, good mix, a lot of different styles, right-handers, left-handers, and ability. And defensively, we should be significantly improved, and I thought we did well last year defensively. And then offensively, I mean, we were up toward the top of most offensive categories last year, but I think we're significantly better there too.
So talk about some of that excitement. What has you most excited? What is maybe some of the new that people can look forward to?
The thing that I think that has me the most excited is the actual team. They've bonded, even though we have that mix of new and old and a lot of new. They've come together in much faster than I thought. Now, I'm excited to get on the field because we have depth, and because of depth, we need some games and innings to establish what happens in the spring, and you have a good idea on roles. But when the spring comes around, it's just different. It's different sometimes, where we've got what potentially happens is some guys that had good falls sometimes dip a little bit in the spring, and the opposite is possible as well. So yeah, we need those games, and excited to get on the field.
Earlier you were mentioning innings, right-handed, left-handed, a mix of groups. But if anybody looked at the stats last year, right, you only had less than a handful of innings from left-handed pitching. Yeah. What is that luxury this year, and how important is it in the West region?
Oh, it's incredibly important, especially some of the lineups that we're going to see are left-handed dominant, or some fields really reward left-handed hitting, and we've got 5 or 6, depending, really quality left-handers, some exceptional, and it's right-handed too. But I mean, to have, oh man, I have to think about this. But in my coaching career, I don't know if I've had more than 3. So to have 5 or 6 quality too is definitely a weapon for us.
You look at coming up the slate. We got Cal State Dominguez Hills on the road, then you host Sonoma State, and then it's pretty much right into conference play with Point Loma. But among those new guys are a couple of guys who are familiar with the conference, coming from some of the programs no longer in the Pac West. One of those guys is Gabe Henderson, new face Infielder, was an all-conference performer at the Academy of Art. What's his impact, and maybe some of those guys like him who are familiar with the region? What are the expectations maybe for that group?
Yeah, Gabe Henderson is outstanding player and human being, and just ecstatic to have him. He's got so much ability, and then also, what an advantage for us to get him in the program, number one, but to get him in the program after a year under his belt in the conference, in the region. And he was an exceptional player and kind of a jack of all trades for Academy of Art last year. And he can do a lot of things for us. He's an incredible shortstop and second base, third base. He can even catch. So excited, and he is also a leader. Even though he's new, he has leadership qualities that are really going to add to our team. So really excited about Gabe.
Well, we're looking forward to it. A lot to be excited about. Sunbirds open the season this weekend in Carson against Dominguez Hills, beginning with a doubleheader on Saturday, and then just about a week, Sonoma State will be here for a 3-game series. Looking forward to it, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The stadium groundbreaking will be February 21st as well. Make sure you RSVP at FPUathletics.com.